Imagine investing and getting paid dividend every single month like salary. I know that sounds impossible, right? Well, in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 US stocks and ETFs that pays dividend every single month. So these investment opportunities will allow you to earn regular, consistent passive income. All you have to do is to invest while you sit back, relax, and wait for your dividend payment to come in at the end of the month. I would like to make a quick disclaimer here. This is not a financial advice. Everything I want to share with you in this video is strictly based on my own personal research and my own personal opinion. So it will be in your best interest to also carry out the research and then you make an informed decision if at all you want to invest in any of these US stocks and ETFs. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. My name is John Agbo. Right here, I talk about all things finance. I share tips and strategies on how to make, manage, and grow your money. So if you love content like this, then this is the channel to subscribe to. Tap on the button right here to do that quickly. And while you're at it, tap on the bell icon as well, so that anytime I release a new video here, you'll always be the first person to be notified by YouTube. So first things first, what is dividend? Dividend is simply a part of a company's profit that they share with all their investors. When you invest in the company, that automatically makes you a shareholder in that company. Why? Because you are giving the company your money for them to go and do business with it. So when they run the business and they make profit, they will take a part of that profit and then pay it to you and other investors. So that money they pay to you out of that profit that they made is what is called dividend. There are basically 3 types of dividend. The very first one is called interim dividend. So for interim dividend, a company will do the account from the month of January down to the month of June to see how much revenue they were able to make, to also see how much profit they were able to make. So out of that profit, they will take a part and then pay it to all their investors. So that is for interim dividend. This is usually the first dividend that the company pays to all their shareholders. The second type of dividend is called final dividend. So this is where a company will do the account from the month of July down to the month of December. They will check their revenue. They will also check their profit. Then out of their profit, they will take a part and pay it to all their investors. So this second type of dividend is called final dividend. The third type of dividend is called special dividend. Now, special dividend is a kind of dividend that you earn in addition to interim dividend and final dividend. So this special dividend usually comes in from time to time. So in a nutshell, these are the 3 types of dividends that we have. Now, not all companies pay dividend. There are dividend paying companies and there are non-dividend paying companies. And some companies pay dividends once in a year, some pays dividend twice in a year, some pays dividend every quarter, and some pays dividend every month. For the purpose of this video, we are going to focus on the stocks and ETFs that pays dividend every month. So having said all of that, let's now go ahead to look at the 5 US stocks and ETFs that pays dividend every month. The very first one is Realty Income. Realty Income is a real estate investment trust. It's a company that is based in the US. And this company has over 15,000 properties. What they do basically is that they collect money from individual investors like you and I, and they use this money to invest in different real estate portfolios. They can invest in short-let apartments, in hotels, in shopping malls, in warehouses. So when they make all of this investment, they give it out for rent. Now, when they receive rent from their tenants, out of that rent is where they also pay their investors dividends monthly. So this is one cool way for you to earn rental income without having to own a physical property yourself. Realty Income has been paying dividends since 1969. That is to say that for over 50 years, this company has been consistent with paying dividend every single month to all their shareholders without defaulting. The annual dividend yield is around $3. And moving on to number 2 is SPHD. SPHD simply means S&P 500 High Dividend Paying ETF. This particular ETF is an ETF that tracks the top dividend paying companies inside the S&P 500 Vanguard ETF. Now, let me explain a little bit here. The S&P 500 Vanguard ETF is an ETF that tracks the top 500 companies in the US. So when you invest in the S&P 500 Vanguard ETF, you are simply investing in the top companies that controls the US economy. However, not all the companies inside the S&P 500 Vanguard ETF actually pays dividend. So SPHD is an ETF that actually tracks the top high dividend paying companies inside the S&P 500 Vanguard ETF. I hope that makes sense. And moving on to the next one is the JP Morgan Equity Premium Trust Income. This particular ETF contains large cap blue chip dividend paying stocks all in one place. The annual dividend yield is around 7 to 10%. So this particular ETF is also known for paying dividend every single month. Moving on to number 4 is MainStreet Capital. MainStreet Capital is a company that actually gives loans to small and big business owners. Now, if you invest in this company, automatically you are giving this company your money for them to give it out as a loan to small and big business owners. Now, when they loan this money out to small and big business owners, these business owners will use the money to do business. Now, upon returning the loan, they will return the loan with some interest. So that interest is how MainStreet Capital actually generates their income. And out of that interest that these small and big business owners have returned is where they will now pay you, the investor, your own dividend. So that is it for MainStreet Capital. It's simply a company that gives out loan to small and big business owners, and then they get to make money through interest. And then finally, we have EPR Properties. EPR Properties is a real estate investment trust that focuses on entertainment and experimental properties. So basically, this company actually collects money from investors like you and I, and they invest this money into recreational centers, amusement parks, and all of that. So when they make money from all of these properties, out of that money is where they pay their investors dividend. So these are the 5 US stocks and ETFs that pays dividend every single month. The big question is, how exactly you get started with investing in them? You can use platforms like Bamboo, you can use RiseVest, you can use Trove, you can even use Plotus New. All of these platforms will allow you to invest in any of these US stocks and ETFs. All you have to do is to sign up for an account and then go ahead to complete your KYC, fund your account, and then you search for any of these stocks or ETFs, then you proceed to invest. But if you'd like to learn more deeper directly from me, you want to know exactly how to go about this step by step, then I want to invite you to join my free stocks investment masterclass using the link right there in the video description. Alternatively, you can use the link in the first comment of this video. Tap on that link and join the free masterclass so you learn directly from me on a deeper level on how you can go about investing and making money from these US stocks and ETFs. So that brings us to the end of today's video. If you find it very helpful, do it to like the video. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel, go ahead and do that quickly and turn on the bell icon to always stay updated by YouTube anytime I drop a new and a valuable video like this one you just watched right now. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.